A law has been proposed in Oklahoma to ban AP history classes in high school. The Pioneer interviewed some professors and students to get their opinions on the proposal.
I think, according to the articles that I read, there is a belief that students who take these AP courses are, of course, advanced. And so, therefore, it is the belief that the teachers who do these AP history courses may then give those students a more mature, negative view of history, which they, who were quoted in this article, think could be unpatriotic and subject our students to an overall negative view of American history.
Having a textbook that's a cheerleader or rah-rah, America's great, that's not what we want. We want a balanced, educational experience so that we can look at all the good things, but we also, sometimes there's not two sides to every story. Sometimes there are truly bad things. And I just hope that this is a thoughtful process, because I think I know the students in my class here at OCCC are excellent students who have completed that, and they seem to be very well educated and be good critical thinkers. And I keep talking about critical thinking because employers tell us that's what they want us to produce, people who can think critically. And to be able to think critically means that you must be able to examine things, and it's not always positive. You have to look at the good with the bad.
Well, I'm perplexed because they have a sample exam, and I took the exam. There are 29 multiple choice questions. There were no essay questions. I did not find in the 29 questions even one that would require any kind of interpretation, liberal or conservative. They're just facts.
I think it's pretty bad. I think AP classes are really good, especially for kids that are pretty smart, like high aptitude, like the regular, I'm sure in most high schools it's the same, but a lot of the regular level courses, if you're wanting to get a better, more college level, I think it's good for kids to be able to do that. Like, 'cause there's a pretty big gap in the level of how much the kids in the classes care about what's going on. Like, I found AP classes to have a lot more interaction between the peers and the teacher, and just a better. There's a lot of kids in classes that just don't care about what's going on. They're just throwing paper around and taking naps, and I try to avoid that kind of stuff.
I am concerned that we're going to get into a problem here where if a legislator finds something in a textbook that she or he doesn't agree with, then we're going to, throw the baby out with the bathwater and say this book is not acceptable because this wasn't portrayed in the way that I agree with. Well, that's not how one becomes educated. I've used books that contain things that I don't agree with. I point it out to my students, I give them evidence, I give them arguments for why I don't agree with it. But in the end, students need to make up their own minds about what they think.
This whole idea that somehow historians want to undermine, I think most people who major in American history do so because they find the story compelling. And I feel insulted. I believe that these legislators are well-meaning, but I do think they're mistaken. I don't propose to do their job. I think they are competent and they can do their job. I wish they would let me do mine.